Mama June. Pumpkin Efird slammed for sharing kids' school and personal information publicly. Fans accused Mama June's daughter Pumpkin Efird of putting children at risk with public social media posts. She keeps controversies going on about herself, her relationships, and her family life. She's been called a weirdo because people catch her lying most of the time. Her sister's closet business got backlash due to her continuous lies. Pumpkin scammed her customers through her shady venture, which she opened with Alana and Jessica. She initially gained a lot of attention as she promoted her stuff. Many complained that she never sent them from her warehouse and even took away their hard-earned money. Some of her former employees also shared her true face. Mama June. Pumpkin gets kicked out over rent debt. Pumpkin Efird underwent significant changes after divorcing Josh. As she dated his cousin Darren during her marriage period, she behaved quite differently. Several viewers draw a comparison between her and June because she also had a personality dramatic shift. Things turned worse for Lauren since legal troubles and financial risks hit her hard. Pumpkin found herself in deep waters when her Georgia mobile home owner evicted her for not paying rent. She was a tenant who resided and worked from the place to run her business. The reality star allegedly failed to pay $4,000 in rent and skipped the electricity bill. She leased the trailer in August 2024, which costed her $1,500 monthly. However, she left it without notifying the owner or clearing the overdue rent. Mama June. Fans warn Pumpkin not to share too much school posts. Recently, a fan spotted Pumpkin Efird breaching the privacy of her own kids, along with another one from her son's school. She failed to understand that not everything is meant to be shared on a public platform. She has nearly 70,000 followers on Facebook, which makes anyone try to sneak into her account for pictures and videos for information. Pumpkin often posts things on her children's school, showing their full names and the school name. Even though she has jeopardized her own children's lives, she has also risked someone else's child's life. A Reddit thread detailed her grave mistake with the Facebook post, but they hid the faces with heart emojis. Like OP, the mom of 4 could have been a little careful and mindful of what she is carrying out. The OP mentioned that Pumpkin's careless actions can prove dangerous to her family and to others. She has 3 daughters, of whom 2 are twins, and a son. The first 2 of her oldest babies are now preteens. Their school congratulated the toddlers on their homecoming court representatives 2025, and Pumpkin said she is the proudest mama. A critic of Pumpkin, also a Redditor, agreed with the OP's take on the situation. They noted that her mom, Shannon, also allowed sex offenders around her children. So the history might be repeating, suggesting she should be a more private person. The WeTV star should stop the nonsensical act soon to protect her son, who is a spitting image of Josh. For all latest Pumpkin and Families updates, stay tuned to TV season and spoilers. Pumpkin Efird has found herself at the center of a firestorm once again, and this time the backlash is hitting harder than ever. What began as a seemingly innocent social media moment has spiraled into a heated debate about parenting, privacy, and whether the Mama June, family crisis star crossed a line she may never be able to walk back from. Fans, critics, and even casual viewers of the show are raising their voices in shock after Pumpkin posted content that revealed far more about her children's school and personal details than many believe should ever be shared online. The controversy exploded within hours, and now Pumpkin is facing massive criticism from people who fear she may have put her kids at risk without realizing the consequences. For years, Pumpkin, Lauren Shannon Efird, has been viewed as the responsible older sister who stepped up when the family fell apart. She earned public respect for taking custody of Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson and later for building a stable home with her husband, Josh. Fans admired her for being the grounded one, the protective one, the maternal figure who put her siblings and her own kids first. But this new controversy is shaking that image, with many accusing Pumpkin of losing sight of boundaries as she navigates the pressures of fame, social media, and constant public attention. The drama erupted after Pumpkin uploaded a series of Instagram posts and TikTok videos showing her kids at school events, complete with visible school logos, classroom backgrounds, identifiable locations, and even paperwork that included partial personal information. At first glance, they looked like the usual proud parent posts: smiling kids, colorful classrooms, notes about achievements and milestones. But eagle-eyed followers immediately noticed details that could reveal the children's school, class schedules, and even the area the family lives in. And that's when the comments section blew up. People instantly began calling her out, warning that sharing such specific information could endanger the children by making it easier for strangers to locate them. Critics accused Pumpkin of craving attention so badly that she was willing to ignore basic safety precautions. Some commenters reminded her that as a reality TV personality with a chaotic family history, she should be even more cautious than the average parent. Others pointed out that Pumpkin has spent years criticizing Mama June for poor parenting decisions. So how could she not see the danger of exposing her own kids' personal information? The backlash grew so intense that hashtags calling out parental oversharing began trending. Fans posted reminders about the growing number of online predators who use seemingly harmless photos to track children. Others said Pumpkin should know better since she grew up on TV and witnessed firsthand the consequences of having personal life exploited publicly. Longtime viewers expressed disappointment, saying they expected more responsibility from someone who often preaches about protecting her family from the spotlight's negative side. And yet, as with every Shannon family controversy, the situation only became more complicated from there. Pumpkin's defenders quickly stepped in, arguing that the criticism was blown out of proportion and that she was simply sharing proud parent moments like millions of parents do online. They pointed out that Pumpkin has always been open with her followers, using her platform to share her life, joys, struggles, and journey through motherhood. To them, this was another example of people nitpicking everything she does and judging her more harshly because she grew up famous. In fact, it only intensified when Mama June herself entered the conversation, without saying a single word. Fans noticed that June posted a vague message about privacy, safety, and protecting the babies from the world before it hurts them, and although she didn't mention Pumpkin by name, the timing was impossible to ignore. People immediately interpreted it as June subtly calling out her daughter, and the comment sections erupted with speculation. Some believed Mama June was using the moment to shade Pumpkin after months of public tension between them. Others accused June of hypocrisy, pointing out that she has exposed far more about her kids over the years. But whether June intended it or not, her post only added fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, Pumpkin appeared completely unfazed by the growing uproar. She continued posting regular content, sharing family updates, and interacting with fans as if nothing had happened. But the silence became another point of criticism. Fans argued that ignoring the controversy made it look like she didn't take the issue seriously. Some said she should take accountability, acknowledge the mistake, and promise to be more careful moving forward. Others insisted that staying silent only deepened the concern that she didn't understand the severity of the situation. Behind the scenes, however, sources close to the family hinted that Pumpkin was deeply upset by the backlash, feeling attacked and misunderstood. She reportedly believes she's a good mother doing her best and doesn't feel she did anything wrong by posting about her children's accomplishments. But even those defending her privately admitted that she may need to rethink how much she shares online, especially with a fan base as intense and scrutinizing as hers. This isn't the first time Pumpkin has been caught in a public debate about parenting, but this might be the most volatile one yet because it touches on the vulnerable issue of child safety. Social media has become a dangerous landscape for kids, with countless stories of exploitation, stalking, identity theft, and even location tracking based on small details and photos. Many viewers feel that as a public figure, and a mother of 4, Pumpkin should be hyper-aware of these risks. Several parenting experts also joined the conversation online, stressing that reality stars must take extra precautions because their lives are already more accessible to strangers than most families. One child safety advocate posted a long critique explaining how photos with school names, uniforms, or identifiable locations can be dangerous. Others pointed out that even metadata in pictures can reveal location information unless removed. The debate has now turned into a larger conversation about sharenting, the trend of parents sharing everything about their kids online without considering long-term consequences. Pumpkin is being used as an example of the risks, whether she intended to start this discussion or not. Some viewers argue that children in the Shannon family have already had their entire lives exposed. Reality cameras, social media, family drama broadcast on national television, and that continuing to share intimate details could affect them in the future. As the controversy evolves, fans are anxiously watching for Pumpkin's next move. Will she address the backlash directly? Will she delete the posts? Will she commit to more privacy for her kids? Or will she continue as she always has, standing firm in her choices and refusing to let critics dictate how she parents? The pressure is mounting, the conversation is intensifying, and the public is sharply divided. But one thing is clear. Pumpkin has unintentionally stepped into one of the most sensitive and emotionally charged parenting debates of the digital age, and the fallout is far from over. And with Mama June's cryptic posts, Alana's fame, and the family's public history always lurking in the background, this story is only beginning to build momentum.